guys, it's Channon Rose, and today I'm going to be telling you one of my most embarrassing doctor stories. And I'm being serious, like this is really embarrassing. But before we get into that, I first just want to give you a few little updates. For one, if it sounds like I'm farting in this video, I'm not. It's just we have a new camera, and anytime it like focuses, it makes like a weird farting sound. We are working on getting a mic so that that doesn't happen anymore. You don't hear it, but it's not here yet. So we're gonna have to deal with the farting noises. I promise I'm not farting. If I am, I will let you know. For those of you that don't know, I started live streaming, like live broadcasting on YouNow. So if you're not following me and you want to be able to interact with me live one-on-one and like talk to me face-to-face, be sure to add me. I do it like once a week, and I always let you guys know. Right now I think I'm doing it like Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's hang out and do the live chat. And then another thing is, if you're not subscribed to my beauty channel, definitely subscribe, because there have been some hilarious videos that I've been doing with Travis on there. Travis is my husband. If you're new to my channel, I've been doing his makeup. He's been doing my makeup. The battery on the camera is gonna die before you even get to eyeshadow.
Do you rush an artist when he's drawing a painting?
He buys my makeup. Just like a lot of fun videos. So be sure to subscribe to that channel. And then also we have a vlogging channel where I have a plethora of trolls and haters that love to leave me terrible, nasty comments. So if we want to send some of the hashtag Rose fam over to the vlog channel, just to be supportive and loving and to get those trolls down so I don't have to read the comments, because it makes me not want to read my comments. That would make me very happy. I will leave all the links down below, or I will put in cards here. Okay, now that I've gotten that all out of the way, let's get into the embarrassing story time video. Okay, where do I even begin? This happened at the dentist, by the way. And for those of you guys that don't know, I'm petrified, like so scared of the dentist. I was really nervous to get cavities filled. I had a really bad experience the last time I did it, which was like years ago. I had like a full-blown massive panic attack in the middle of getting a cavity filled, and it was not pretty. So I was really scared, and I had gone to the dentist, and I go every 6 months to get cleanings done. And you know, normally they'll do x-rays at the same time, and they're like, you have cavities, you have cavities. And I like put it off because I was just really scared to do it. Eventually it got to the point where like it had been 2 years, and I started getting pain in my teeth, and I knew that like I needed to get these cavities filled. But I was so scared, and then I was watching a Snapchat of Tenny Panosian. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But she's like this beautiful beauty guru, and she had said that she was really scared of the dentist, and she did like sedation dentistry. And I didn't even know that existed. So thanks, girl, for like letting me know all about this world I didn't even know about. And I was like, oh my god, I can be sedated while I get my cavities filled, and then I can just get it all done at the same time, and I'll be totally fine. I asked my husband to research and find like a dentist that did sedation dentistry in our area, and we found one, and I went in for an appointment to have like a consultation. And let me tell you something. I didn't know how bad like it was. Literally almost every like back tooth in my mouth, like teeth in my mouth, all had to be done. And I have a lot of cavities already, and I had like silver amalgam fillings. You know those silver ones from like a long time ago? I had like those all up on my teeth. I wish I could have pictures to show you. All over here, and then some over here. There was just like, my whole mouth was full of cavities. I had my first root canal when I was 8 years old. I brushed my teeth like religiously morning and night, but I don't floss. Like I hate flossing, and that was like the death of me. This is like why I had cavities on top of cavities, literally. Like I had a cavity, and then I got another cavity on top of it. So we had to like redo basically my whole mouth, and I was gonna be in the chair for what I thought 4 hours. It ended up longer than that. We'll get into that part of the story. So I had a lot of work to be done. Even people that aren't scared of the dentist, if they have to be in the chair for a long time, they get sedated just because it's more comfortable, and no one wants to sit in a chair for 4 hours at the dentist, like getting shots and drilling. It's just like uncomfortable. They were telling me like even people that aren't scared get it just because it's like convenient, I guess. And if you can afford to do that, why not? Thankfully, I had the means to be able to pay for this. It was so expensive, you guys. Floss your fucking teeth, or else you're gonna end up spending $5 grand at the dentist to get like your mouth fixed, because that's what happened to me. I literally spent almost $5,000 to get my teeth fixed. And before like I start saying anything about like the medication I was prescribed or like the dentist or anything, I just want to say I had the most amazing experience. Like I did a lot of embarrassing things. I feel drunk. I don't remember the last time I felt this drunk. But other than that, like I had a very good experience. I wasn't in any pain. I was super comfortable. I was totally out of it, like totally knocked out and fucked up on these drugs, which I'm gonna get into in a second. And like I wanted to be. I didn't want to be like with it for what was about to happen just because I was so scared. But the dentist was amazing. He has amazing reviews because we researched a lot because of how scared I am. Super nice guy. He even called me the next day to see just how I was doing. Like the actual dentist called, which is like really rare, you know? It's really, really nice of him. The whole staff was so friendly and so nice, and they have no idea who I am. So they had no, you know, it wasn't like they were like putting on a front or being fake or anything because they thought I'd make a bad story time about them. Like they didn't know who the fuck I was, you know? So I think that they just treat everybody like that, and I love that. So I don't want anyone to think like this is a bad thing about like I'm talking shit about the dentist. That's not the case at all. They were amazing, and I plan to go back to them for my cleanings and everything. So what happened was they prescribe you 2 medications. One of them is Valium and the other one is triazolam, I believe it is. And before anybody like starts to go off on me about me putting up a video talking about like how hard it was to wean myself off prescription drugs, because I got a comment like that the other day about me taking pills for sedation dentistry. Like it was a procedure. I'm not addicted to pills. If you watched the whole video, you would know that that was not the case. And if I have procedures done, like I'm definitely gonna be taking medication for it. I'm not gonna like not take medicine. So don't worry about me. I'm totally fine. I don't have a drug problem. I'm fine. But thank you for your concern. I don't want people thinking like, oh my God, like you just talked about how you were on drugs for all these years and now you're taking these drugs to go to the dentist. Like totally not related at all whatsoever, and very like different. I'm sure most of you guys get that. I think some people just got a little confused when I told them I was taking drugs to be sedated for the dentist.
I was definitely knocked out. They gave me more medicine. Did they tell you?
Anyway, let's keep on track here. So they prescribed me those 2 drugs. They said at 6 o'clock in the morning, because my appointment wasn't until like 12:15 in the afternoon. And normally they do it in the morning, but I really wanted to get all this dental work done before I do my embryo transplant for our fertility stuff, because obviously I wouldn't be able to be sedated or do any of that. And I really just wanted to get my health stuff done first before doing that. So I told them about that, and they were so cool, and they got me in an appointment even though it was a little bit later. So they told me to set my alarm for 6 a.m., wake up and take the Valium, because that like just kind of relaxes you so that you're not so scared for the appointment. And then the second medication I was told to take an hour before I come into my appointment. That was triazolam. I think it's like a sedation medication. So I took the Valium and I fell back asleep. And by the way, we filmed all of this and it's gonna be on the vlogging channel. So if you're not subscribed, you don't have to subscribe, but at least go watch that video because you're gonna see me really drugged up and it's really funny.
It smells so good, I want to eat it. I wonder what it would taste like.
Probably not very good. It's gonna probably taste like chemical.
Doesn't taste as good as it smells.
But there were things that we didn't film because I was too fucked up and like my husband just wasn't filming at the time that happened while I was on that medication that you didn't see on camera that I want to tell you now because it's so funny. I did some weird things on this medicine. I'd never taken it before, so I didn't know how it was going to affect me. But when I woke up and I took that medication, I still needed to brush my teeth, like wash my face, put my clothes on, and I didn't know that that medication was going to hit me so quickly. And I tried to sleep as much as I could before my appointment because, you know, I was scared or whatever. So I woke up in time to take that pill. I took it and that thing hit me instantly. Like I was feeling woozy, okay? Like, woo! I was feeling like really fucked up fast. Like I almost felt really drunk and like kind of dizzy a little bit, and like I felt like I might fall at any moment. And I kept telling Travis, like, I need a bracelet that says fall risk. You know, in the hospital, like if you're a fall risk, they put one of those like bracelets on you so the staff knows to like help you or whatever. I kept telling him I needed one of those, so funny and weird. And then I had to go to the bathroom and this I think we actually filmed. I had to go to the bathroom, but I had one of those hair clips in my hair and I was like all fucked up and I'm like pulling my hair stuff out and shit is falling in the toilet. Like my hair stuff was falling in the toilet and I was like, oh my God.
By the way, I dropped something in the toilet. Can you get it out?
I have the most amazing husband because that man put on latex gloves and had to pull stuff out of the toilet with like pee in it and everything because I was accidentally dropping things in my toilet. And then I had to poop, and so like this was after I peed. This is like a different time. I was nervous even though I was like on all this medication, so I still had to poop, and I went to poop, but I was sitting there for a long time like playing on my phone, and when I got up I forgot that I had pooped, so I just swiped my cupcake, and then as I was getting up, I looked in the toilet and I realized, oh shit, like I just pooped. I need to wipe my butt too. Like I almost forgot to wipe my butt. That's how fucked up the meds had me.
I need to moisturize my face. Like, come on, this beauty routine is not over yet. I don't care how drugged I am. This bitch gotta look flaky.
So yeah, I was just feeling like really like loopy, whatever. But I wasn't loopy enough for them to be like in my mouth for 5 hours. And so when I got to the dentist, I just straight up told him like, I'm not fucked up enough, like I need more medication. Like I want to be out of it, if you catch my drift. And they were like, okay. So I was already kind of fucked up, but they ended up giving me, like they crushed up more medicine and like put mint in it and mixed it and told me to like let it dissolve underneath my tongue. And then on top of that, they crushed up some more stuff, put it in like a little bit of water, and then made me drink it. They're like, okay, then just let us know like when you're ready to go or whatever. And I'm not even joking, like 30, 40 seconds later, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like I was so fucked up, you guys. And then on top of it, they gave me a gas, like gas or whatever thing. I was just like, oh God, here we go. And I am telling you guys right now, I didn't think I was gonna be that out of it. Like I didn't really know what to expect because I've never done this before. But like I was totally comfortable. Like he was like putting shots in my whole mouth, and I was like, Doc, I can't feel my face. My whole fucking face is just completely numb. And he was so nice, and he's like, you're doing such a good job, Shannon. And then like I had like a nurse that was like assisting, and like they kept telling me I was doing so good, and I was just like, oh, it made me feel so happy that I was like doing such a good job even though I was literally doing nothing. But they did a lot of work in my mouth, and I'm not even joking, for 5 straight hours. This poor dentist was like redoing my whole mouth basically. I just feel so bad for him because like I don't think he even had any breaks. But speaking of breaks, okay, so once I was like really fucked up, I don't know, some of the things I said I don't remember, but there were certain things I do remember, and one of them was like, I want all the pretty nurses. Like I'm like, can I have the pretty nurses? Oh my God, can you imagine what they are thinking when I'm saying that? That is so embarrassing for me, by the way. Like I would normally never say something like that, but I kept asking for pretty nurses. All the nurses are really pretty there, so I just wanted to make sure I had like pretty nurses with me, like while I was getting my teeth done. Oh my God.
I was out of it the whole time. I was grabbing the nurses and telling them how pretty they were.
That is so embarrassing, by the way. What was another thing that I said? Oh, okay, so then another thing that I did was like, in the middle of this, I guess I had to pee, and I was just like, everybody stop what you're doing. I remember like taking the dentist's hand out of my mouth. Like I didn't take the tool, I grabbed his arm, like his hand, and I was just like pulling it out of my mouth, and then I'm like moving the moving the nurse away with my hands. I'm like literally like, okay, get away from me, everybody stop what you're doing, stop what you're doing, I have to pee. Oh my God, you guys, they had to stop everything, right? In the middle of all this. They had to get a wheelchair for me because I was too fucked up to walk to the bathroom. They had to put me in a wheelchair, wheel me and my little drugged ass all the way to the bathroom, and then I had to like pee, and then they had to wheel me all the way back, get me back in the chair, and like start going again. I can't even imagine. Like I feel like I must have been such a fucking diva. And when I first got there, I was really fucked up, and I started Snapchatting, like taking pictures. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you've seen the most fucked up picture of what I looked like. And this is so funny. We were live streaming earlier, and Travis is like, I can't believe you're showing people that picture. If that was me, I would never show someone a picture of like that because it's such a bad picture of me. I kept Snapchatting pictures of myself. And I remember the nurse being like, oh, here, let me just take your phone for you. And I wanted to listen to music, but for some reason I couldn't get my music to work. And she's like, you want to like hook up into our like music? And I was like, I don't know, is it any good? Like I was saying things like I would never say. And then get this, you guys, they like literally treated me like a princess. They were putting chapstick on my lips. Like they're like, would you like some chapstick like during the procedure? Because they put these things in to like stretch your mouth open to keep it open because you know you're all fucked up. But like they kept putting chapstick on to make sure like, you know, I didn't get like chapped lips or like bleeding lips or whatever. I don't know, they just treated me so good, and I felt like I was such a diva and like saying such embarrassing things. What other embarrassing things did I say? I know I said something about my YouTube thing. I was like, can I put this on YouTube? Like I don't remember, but I know I said something about that. I know I said a bunch of other embarrassing things that I like vaguely remember, but the medication like makes it so that you can't really remember stuff. So I'm kind of glad that I don't remember some of the things I said because I know they were really embarrassing. But I do remember just being like, I want all the pretty nurses, and like I want the pretty nurses next to me. I know I kept saying that, and then I was like at the end I'm like, are you guys done yet? Like this is taking a long time. Like, are you almost done? Are we almost done? Like, what time is it even? Like, I was just being such a fucking diva. It was so embarrassing, you guys. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. But they were still so nice to me. They gave me like Gatorade and put chapstick on me and like kept telling me I was doing such a good job, and like they're just like the best dentists in the world. I'm so like happy that I got all that work done, even though it cost like so much money. It was so worth it. And now my teeth are all pretty and all white. In the back I have like no silver, and I don't have any more cavities. And let me tell you something, I am fucking flossing my teeth every single night now. And if you could take anything from this story, take my advice when I say floss your teeth, girl, okay? Because if not, you're gonna end up with a lot of cavities. Or you could end up with a lot of cavities, and you do not want to spend that money or that time in that dental chair. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Okay, so they gave me the gas, which I was really scared. I'd never had gas before at the dentist, and they put it on me, and I was like, I don't know if I want this. Like, how's it gonna make me feel? And she's like, oh, it's just gonna make you feel light. And I was like, okay. And I was so fucked up. And then like towards the end, they were like, okay, we're gonna take the gas off now, and I think it was because like they were gonna try to like wake me up because we were getting close to being done, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I think I want to leave it on. It's like, I think I like the gas, so I think I'm gonna leave it on. And they're like, no, we're gonna take it off, and I'm like, no, I think we can keep it on. Oh my god, that was another embarrassing thing. And it's so funny because I actually feel like a little bruised right here from having that gas mask on for so long. And then the only other thing is like I have like a little sore right here from them stretching my mouth open for so long. But like other than that, like my teeth didn't even hurt. Like I was totally fine. The dentist was so amazing and like so pain-free, and like it was just a really good experience, but a very embarrassing one. Hopefully when I go in there they don't remember all the embarrassing things I said. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this embarrassing video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on. Girl, follow me on Insta, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, all of the social medias. Let's be friends. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah!